Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Danse's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
It's not like I have a choice.
If you want to remain with us, then you're right. You don't. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxson wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Where can I get power?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxson grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxson's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to... Dismissed.
Shut up.
This area is under our protection.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our beneath the Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Danse's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us, seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers. You couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will.
In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders.
Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals as requested. Congratulations on the promotion.
Sir.
That was,
Good.
being Cosby.
Carry on, Knight.
Yep.
So you're the new Knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
Here's a thing. A sort of, note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City. And I'll just read it. Diamond City Surplus. Now open 24 hours a day. Management reserves the right to refuse service to anyone, especially since
When it comes to keeping
Sheldon
the
Ellman wants his girl to crawl out through the fallout.
Proctor Ingram said she needed
look,
the suit
I mean,
tested yesterday.
if he cared so much, wouldn't he have been with her in the first place?
Don't.
Okay.
I might be overthinking it.
Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing.
Watch your step on the flight deck.
All right. It's nominal.
So how did it look out there?
Settle the ship.
We've got a lot of work
Yes.
ahead of us, brother.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxton?
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Elder Maxson ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell. I'd be the first one to kick them open.
I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Cade?
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second, have you ever had or come in contact with...
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful myself. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly...
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll...
Right.
Excellent. I think I see no reason to prevent you from... If you ever need medical assistance.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
Clean your glasses, Pops.
Pops? What does that mean? Oh, wait, I see. That's in reference to my age. Clever. I'll make a note of that. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Just learning my way around the Prydwen.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see. Under normal circumstances. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols, and unfortunately...
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them in any event.
Knight?
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago.
So,
You
you're the
can't
new
fix it.
recruit I heard about.
You're the one who decided
Not what
to
I was
take you away from
expecting.
Meyerbeck. Got it.
There it is. Thanks,
I don't
brother.
care. I didn't join up to impress everyone.
Alright, easy night. I didn't mean anything by it. Our usual recruits tend to be wasted. Anyway, since you came down here to... My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwan's about to...
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. Hell. I have a... There isn't a day that goes by on this tough... And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite...
I hardly noticed.
Can't tell if you're patronizing me or trying to be polite. How about I just forget you mentioned? Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get... There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of it. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, now, if you'll excuse...
I'd gladly lay down my life.
Proctor Tegan.
Humanity from
Step forward,
defeating the
Knight.
apocalypse.
Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuable. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this...
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy... The good news is by having a constant flow of... I'm mostly interested in weapons. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few...
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It just involves a little bit of heavy... And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, after you're done with the meet and greet... In the meantime, have you ever...
Proctor.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Hard to resist the lure of extra caps.
Uh-huh.
The food stores don't replenish themselves. We'll be requisitioning a portion of them. Your mission will be to ensure full cooperation of the civilian.
Any means necessary? You're giving me carte blanche on this.
You said it. Like they say, if you aren't with us, you're against us. Think you can handle that?
I'm in.
Knew I could count on you. Here's the location. Convince the settlement to support the Brotherhood, or take over the settlement by force.
Tegan.
That farm's nothing you can't handle.
Let me see what you have.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Time to suit up.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
Yourself with the Prydwen's crew. Are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Just point me to the action.
I applaud your enthusiasm, Knight. Let's get right to it, then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong. Dismissed.
Maxon's age, too. You got a brilliant time.
Yeah.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Britwin for repairs. That was Bob. So, this radio station here, we don't really make any caps, and there are well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this.
This area seems to be in disarray.
Oh, boring.
Feeling tired? Need a pick-me-up?
No green
Need a pick-me-up? Visit Chemicare and get a prescription today.
Got company.
Reacquired.
Down.
Kill them all.
Down.
Hell, yo!
This area's obviously been abandoned for quite some time.